watching KSL Sports Live.
Hey there, we are in a championship kind of mood today here on KSL Sports Live. Before you go to bed for the night, we've got all of the best moments from the 4A, 5A, and 6A football state championships at Rice-Eccles Stadium and their championship reactions on the way. But this is a Saturday in November, which means it's another big day for college football. The Utes are in Tucson taking on the Wildcats. The Aggies facing Boise State and Logan. But we start down in Provo for breakfast with the Cougars. BYU hosting 14th-ranked Oklahoma for a 10 a.m. kickoff at LaVell Edwards Stadium. The last time BYU had a home game at 10 a.m., that was in 2004. The question Saturday, though, did the Cougs wake up ready to play? Just one win from bowl eligibility with 2 left to play. And how about this? A home sellout crowd on hand to see if BYU can pull off the major upset against the 14th-ranked Sooners. BYU did a very good job at responding to every OU punch. Late in the first quarter, Jake Retzloff, who got his 3rd straight start, finds Chase Roberts for the 23-yard touchdown at 7-all. After forcing an Oklahoma 2 minutes into the second quarter, Oklahoma is right back into the end zone. Gabriel to Jaden Gibson. He finds him in the back of the end zone, 27-yard touchdown. It's a 14-7 OU lead. Remember what I said about BYU responding, though? Retzloff to Cody Epps on 3rd down. It goes for a 29-yard gain, putting BYU into Oklahoma territory. Then another 3rd down. Retzloff this time to Roberts, 22-yard gain. BYU is moving the chains, and the drive ends with Retzloff to Isaac Rex for the game-tying touchdown. Both teams would add field goals, and it's all square at 17 after one half. In the second half, BYU had a chance to take the lead midway through the third, led by the running of Aiden Robbins. Rattles off a 25-yarder. Then 2 plays later, Robbins again, another 22-yard run down to the 2-yard line. Run it again, right? Well, nope. Instead, Retzloff's pass is intended for Epps, picked off by Billy Bowman. He goes the full 100 yards for the go-ahead touchdown, 24-17. BYU and Retzloff, they could have been crumbled there, but they didn't. Robbins with back-to-back runs for first downs, and the momentum got rolling again. Cody Epps had a season-high 6 catches for 90 yards. This one got them down to the 9-yard line, and then a couple plays later, Retzloff finishes the drive with a 10-yard touchdown run, and the game is tied at 24. In the fourth quarter, after an Oklahoma missed field goal, BYU was on the move. A chance to take the lead when Retzloff got sacked by Danny Stutzman. Ball came loose. Sooners recovered. With the short field, the Sooners get back into the end zone. 16-yard run by Gavin Sawchuk. BYU unable to score again. Great fight, but they did come up short in Provo, losing by a touchdown, 31-24. Great performance by Aiden Robbins, 22 carries, 182 yards, 8.3 yards per carry. Retzloff rushed for 29 yards and a score, completed 15 of 26 passes for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he also had that game-changing pick.
I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and don't make that throw. Hand the ball off to the back. That's a simple play. Maybe it'd be easier just not to take the pass option away from quarterbacks. But I think that this is a tough lesson for Jake to learn. But can't take those risks, especially against a really good team.
They were having some miscommunication, and right when Jake snapped the ball, somebody came out of the pack that they had kind of in the middle of the field and came over and picked it off. He made a really good play.
Were you surprised you didn't get the ball on that play?
A little bit, but, it is what it is. It happened, and can't do anything to change that.
Well, with Utah officially out of the race for the Pac-12 title, they've got only pride and really the best possible bowl game to play for on Saturday. One last road game this season against their 6th nationally ranked opponent of the season. The Utes taking on Arizona, who's ranked 17th in the college football playoff rankings. Arizona came out quick, taking the Utes by surprise with a double pass. Tetaroa McMillan throws back to Michael Wiley, 21-yard touchdown, 7-0 Arizona. Utah held to 3 and out on their first possession, and it ends in the worst possible way. The punt gets blocked. Arizona's Anthony Ward is going to recover it for the touchdown, a 14-0 lead. Utah would punt again, and Arizona again getting right back to the end zone. Noah Fafita to Montana, Lamonius Craig. He's got the wheels to go 32 yards, 21-0 in the first quarter. On the very first play of the second quarter, Arizona makes it a 4-touchdown lead. Fafita to Wiley. This one goes 31 yards for another Wildcat score. It's 28-0. What is happening in Tucson? Just before the half, the Utes are able to end their drought. Barnes completes back-to-back passes to Devon Vele for a total of 39 yards. Then he caps the drive with a 20-yard touchdown to Vele. Utah's down 28-7 at the half. Not much going for either team in the third quarter. Utah's first drive of the half did get them some points. A 36-yard field goal made it 28-10. On their next possession, officially 4-down territory now for the rest of the game, but Barnes' fourth down pass is broken up. The Utes enter the final quarter down by 18 points. Do the Utes have a miracle in them? Can they make a comeback? Well, they have the ball to start the quarter, and then they give it away. Bryson Barnes with his second interception of the game. They're down, but they're not out just yet. They do need to get a stop on third down. Instead, Jonah Coleman runs 25 yards down to the one. He would score on the next play with a 35-10 lead. The Utes would finally get back into the end zone with less than a minute to play. Barnes to Manure McLean. But Arizona, they didn't even take their foot off the gas. Jaden DeLaura comes in with throwing a 51-yard touchdown in the final seconds of the game. The Utes lose big in Tucson, 42-18. Bryson Barnes threw for a career-high 320 yards on 31 of 53 passing. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Vele had a career-high 9 catches for 111 yards and a score. But Utah now has lost back-to-back Pac-12 games for the first time since 2018.
I hate to think that, you know, as an athlete, I never needed a carrot in front of me to play hard and play my best. And I don't think our guys quit, and I don't think they were unmotivated. But, you know, just there could be some of that could have crept in. I guess he wouldn't rule it out.
Utah State lost dozens of players in the transfer portal, and they were on the football field today against Boise State. Utah State quarterbacks were sacked 9 times in the game. They lost the turnover battle 4-0. All of that equals a loss in Logan. Weber State was playing their final game of the season on the road against Cal Poly in the first quarter. Richie Munoz to Trayshawn Hurry. Touchdown ties the game at 7. Then later in the quarter, Munoz to Jacob Sharp, 34-yard touchdown, and the game is tied at 14. We go to the fourth quarter now where Munoz and Sharp, they connect again. Another touchdown. Weber State wins 48-21. How about a season-ending rivalry game? Southern Utah and Utah Tech wrap up the season with the Battle of the Axe. Utah Tech scoring on their first drive. Nigel Osborne, 12-yard touchdown, makes it 6-0 Tech. In the second quarter, SUU on the move. Justin Miller to Isaiah Wooden. SUU with a 14-6 lead. Braden Whistler would add a 26-yard touchdown run in the third quarter for the 24-16 Southern Utah lead, and Southern Utah wins the Battle of the Axe over Utah Tech. All right, this is the biggest weekend of the year in high school football. The stage, Rice-Eccles Stadium. What's at stake? State championship hardware.
Oh, touchdown, Jackson Stevens! Did he do a drive away right there?
Could Skyridge upset Corner Canyon for the 6A state championship? Those highlights and reactions are coming up.
This offense, still Garvin taking a deep shot, wide open. The catch is made.
Timpview looking to win its first state title since 2014 against a bountiful team that hasn't won in 20 years. That plus Green Canyon taking on Crimson Cliffs in the 4A state title. All those highlights are on the way.
A KSL Sports presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Sponsored by UCCU.
It was the final Friday of the high school football season, and that means it was a championship Friday. The 4A, 5A, and 6A state titles all being played at Rice-Eccles Stadium this past weekend, and we get it all started off in Class 6A, where Corner Canyon, the 18th ranked team in the country, was on the stage. Their only loss all season, that came against Bishop Gorman from Las Vegas. They are the #1 ranked high school football team in the entire country. On Friday, they're trying to win a state title, Corner Canyon was, against Skyridge, a team that's trying to prove the doubters wrong this season. Corner Canyon was doing their thing straight from the get-go, and in astonishing fashion, watch Isaac Wilson throwing the dime to Jerome Miles. Look at the awareness, keeping both feet in, just like that. It's 7-0 Corner Canyon. Skyridge fell behind 14-0, but they get 7 back late in the first quarter. Jackson Stevens, Jack Burke. It's 14-7 game after 1 quarter. Skyridge would add a field goal to cut their lead to 4, but with 48 seconds left in the half, Isaac Wilson runs it in for the 21-10 lead. Then they would get the ball back with 25 seconds, and Wilson leads them right back to the end zone. Miles again. It's a 28-10 halftime lead. Kind of feels like it's getting out of hand, all the momentum with Corner Canyon, right? Brighton Brady finding the end zone on the 23-yard run. It's 34-10, but guess what? Skyridge is staying alive in this one. Zayden Salu is going to get into the end zone to make it a 14-point game. Then, early in the fourth quarter, Skyridge threatening again. Jackson Stevens scores again to make it a 7-point game, 34-27. But with 23 seconds later, Isaac Wilson puts this game on ice. A 54-yard touchdown run. And Corner Canyon wins its school's 4th state title in 6 years.
I was like, I didn't know the play. I'm not even going to cap. But I just looked at the line. I said, I'm just going to fall over and catch it. That's what I did.
Wilson in the pocket, under pressure. He's going to roll right. Now he's going to throw it into the end zone. Open.
Oh,
caught.
touchdown. That's touchdown.
Touchdown,
Oh,
Jerome Miles. 3rd and 24.
Yeah, Isaac's been someone we've leaned on all year offensively for sure. And just kept trying to feed him. They were kind of giving us some stuff where we felt like we could keep running our draw play.
2nd and 10 for the 46. Wilson's going to run again. Wilson's got the 6. Wilson's got a chance to go all the way. Isaac Wilson, 54 yards for the touchdown.
Showed some speed, too. We always tease him about that he's not that fast, but he showed some a little bit there.
I know, I'm crying a little bit, not trying to tear up, but this is just a great opportunity, great moment for us. I'm glad that we got to do as a team.
20 years ago, Bountiful scored 14 fourth-quarter points to beat Logan at Rice-Eccles Stadium for the 4A state title. The following year, Timpview won their first of 8 state titles in an 11-year stretch. But the T-Birds, they haven't won since 2014. Both teams trying to end a drought in the 5A state title on Friday. First quarter, Timpview's Helaman Kasuga to Quezon Vila. It's a 32-yard touchdown and a 7-0 Timpview lead. Early in the second quarter, Timpview gets moving again. Kasuga to Tay Nakua. What a catch. That put them in scoring range. And True Toa caps the drive, getting into the end zone. Timpview would lead 17-0 at the half. In the second half, Bountiful needs to get something going. Freddie Fekitoa opens up with a 32-yard touchdown to get Bountiful on the board, 16-8. But Kasuga keeps Timpview slightly out of Bountiful's reach. 8-yard touchdown to Keenan Pula makes it 23-8. Under 3 minutes left, though. Bountiful trying to bounce back. Emerson Geilman finds Falatau Satuala for the 20-yard touchdown to make it 23-15. Bountiful ends up getting the ball back with 48 seconds left. They still have a chance. 4th down. Geilman finds Satuala, but he's a yard short of converting. And Timpview wins the 5A state championship.
It's short. Timpview takes over on downs.
That final stop. Walk me through your emotions.
I just hope that I was wondering if they would pull the chains tight enough that it would go, because they looked at me, the eye test, it looked like it wasn't a first down.
It feels amazing. I'm super blessed that we can bring the championship home to this community. They've had a lot of support this year, and this team deserves it. Our seniors deserve it. We've been in this drought far too long.
7 years ago, Green Canyon was the new school in Cache Valley, opening with a 3-win season. Well, 5 years ago, Crimson Cliffs began its first year of football. Just 1 win for that program in that fall. Well, on Friday, both of them had reached the state championship games, playing for the 4A state title at Rice-Eccles Stadium. And on the very first play of the game, Crimson Cliffs win for it all. Steele Barbin to Tyler West. 73 yards, and just like that, it's 7-0, 15 seconds in. They would build a 17-0 lead going into the third quarter. That's when Barbin throws another touchdown to West. The lead grows to 24-0. Barbin had one more touchdown toss in him, 30-yarder to Luke Childs, and it was a rout. Crimson Cliffs with the 33-0 shutout.
I don't know, it's just amazing. Just feels great. I don't know.
It's surreal. I'm just proud of these boys. You know, in year 5 of our program, to be where we're at, you know, every year we've made some progress, and to finally cap it off and get it, it's a great feeling.
Yards on the season. Here's our first look at this offense. Still Barbin taking a deep shot, wide open. The catch is made.
It was amazing, you know. We had that play drawn up for the start of the week, and We just wanted to take a shot at first place.
Hey, you know what? We're not done just yet. The best minute plus of highlights from the state championship are coming your way. This is the championship edition of the Highlight Reel. Next.
We're the Olympus High School cheerleaders.
This is the Woods Cross student section. Hey guys, we're here live from the Skyward student section. We're the East Homecoming Corps, and you're watching Game Night Live.
Yo, what's up? We're the Wildcats Woods Cross student section. You're watching the Game Night Live. And you're watching Game Night Live.
It's been an awesome season. You know, in a blink of an eye, it's come and gone. The best way to celebrate it is with this state championship edition of the Game Night Live Highlight Reel.
Your legacy is, can you put us back on top? Last chapter is today, and you, unlike most teams, are fully in control. Today's the day you go out and finish it.
Dude, it means the world to me. It means the world.
It felt so good. I was out there playing for my dogs. I was out there playing for everybody else.
Let's go, baby. We was, baby. We from Timpview, baby.
It's surreal. I'm just proud of these boys.
They ain't believe in us. Hey, they ain't believe in us.
Trying to get these boys back on top. We've been here so many years in a row. We finally got it back.
Download the free KSL Sports app and then go to bed. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 10:45.